Hello and welcome back everyone. I'm CA Harsh Mehta. Today we'll learn about Sukanya Samriddhi Yojna or SSY as I'll call it going forward. SSY is a scheme launched in 2015 exclusively for a girl child. Let's first understand what is the eligibility criteria for SSY. There were two basic reasons for bringing this scheme. The first one is education of a girl child. It allows you to fund for the education of a girl child in future right from early age of the girl. And the second objective, which is not so relevant in the urban areas now, but it is very much relevant in the rural areas, is to fund for the girl's marriage in future. So, with that in mind, let's start with it. Let's now understand what is the eligibility criteria for this scheme. The very first one is that you have to be a girl. So, this scheme is only available for a girl child. The second condition is she should be Indian resident. So if the girl child is a resident of any other country than apart from India, then she is not eligible for applying in this scheme. The third condition is she should be 10 years or below. The fourth condition is only two accounts per family are allowed. That is, you can open SSY account only for two girl childs and not more than that. So, if you comply with all the eligibility conditions mentioned over here, you can open a SSY account. Let's now understand the amount that you have to deposit in this account. So, a minimum of 250 rupees has to be deposited by you every year to keep this account running. And a maximum of 1.5 lakhs can be deposited in this account every year. That is, you cannot deposit an amount more than 1.5 lakhs in this account. So, this is the band within which you can deposit the amount. Now let's know what are the interest rates offered on SSY. Interest rates are announced by government every quarter for SSY. Interest rates on SSY are usually 0.5% higher than that of PPF accounts. So currently, if we speak, the interest rates offered by on SSY account is 7.6%, but it changes every quarter as the government announces new rates. Just to compare, the interest rates offered on PPF accounts are 7.1%, and on the FD is in the range of 6 to 6.5%. So the interest rates offered on this are the highest and are good. So now let's understand when will we get our money back. So the very first situation is tenure completion. When is the tenure completed? Earlier of the both. The first condition is 21 years from date of opening of the account is completed, or the second condition is the marriage of a girl child after she attains a minimum age of 18 years. So whichever of this falls first, at that date your tenure would be said to be completed and you can withdraw all your proceeds along with interest from the account. One more thing to remember is, though the tenure is 21 years, you can only make deposits up to 15 years, and after 15 up to 21 years, that is those 6 years, the interest would be accrued to you, but you are not required to make any sort of deposit during those years. The second situation where you can get your money is premature closure of your account. Now, there are four cases where you can close your account prematurely. The very first one is death of the girl child. So, if the girl child into whose name this account is open dies, you can claim all your money back. The second reason is change in status. So, let's say in future the residential status of the girl child changes, that is, she becomes a non-resident in India. The account can be closed and all the funds can be withdrawn. The third reason is the undue hardship. If the PO or the commercial bank with whom you have the account acknowledges the fact that the account is causing undue hardship on the girl child, let's say if the guardian dies or there are any medical emergencies, then the PO and commercial bank can consider that and close that account before completing its original tenure. The fourth reason is basically any other reason. So, if there is any other reason for which you want to close your account, you can withdraw all your funds, but the interest rates from the start would be offered at the post office saving bank's interest rate and not the SSY's interest rate. So these are the four conditions where you can close your account prematurely. The third situation where you can claim your money is by making a withdrawal for education of the girl child on fulfillment of three criteria. The very first one is the education is after 10th standard, that is basically 11, 12 or higher studies. The second condition is that the girl has attained a minimum age of 18 years. And the third condition is that you can withdraw to a maximum of 50% of the balance that is standing to your account as at the close of last financial year. That is, as at 31st March of last financial year, whatever balance you have in your SSY account, of that balance, you can claim 50% of that amount for education of that girl child. So these were the three situations where you can get or claim your money back. Now let's discuss the tax benefits offered by SSY. The very first one is it offers a flat deduction of the amount invested in SSY account under Section 80C to the guardian of the girl child. The second benefit is the interest accrued every year on the account is exempt from tax. That is, it is not taxable under income tax law. The third benefit is that the maturity proceeds that you will get on the maturity date of SSY account are also exempt from tax. So basically, there is no tax on SSY account on the interest earned, and also it allows a deduction under Section 80C for the amount invested. So there is a dual benefit for SSY account under tax. Now, let's discuss some of the advantages and disadvantages offered by SSY. The very first advantage is that it offers higher interest rates as compared to other government schemes available. The next advantage is it offers a tax benefit under Section 80C to the guardian. The next advantage is that the interest earned on SSY is exempt from tax. And it also offers a deposit flexibility. That is, you can deposit from a minimal of rupees 250 up to rupees 1,50,000 as per your needs and as per your plans. So these are some advantages. Now let's discuss some of the disadvantages of SSY. The very first one is that it has a long lock-in period of 21 years. That is, you'll get your money back after 21 years from date of opening the account. The second disadvantage is there is no clarity on future interest rates. As the government announces the interest rates every quarter, so the interest rates can change every quarter. And as we know, when the scheme was announced back in 2015, the interest rates on SSY were as high as 9%, and as now we know, the interest rates are as low as 7.6%. So we don't have a clarity on what will be the interest rates in future. So overall, it is a good option and investment avenue for a girl child to plan her future studies and needs, and it also offers good interest rates and tax benefits. So this is all I had about Sukanya Samriddhi Yojna, and catch you in next video. Thanks.